Greetings everyone. We are now in Module 12, Migration and Diaspora Engagement. So this will be the learning targets today. At the end of the module, students will be able to assess the real-world implication of migration and diaspora engagement within a specific context, explore the role of economic development initiatives in addressing migration root causes through job creation, skill building, and entrepreneurship support. Then lastly, we will be able to determine the impact of migration on cultural diversity. Okay, before we will dive into our main topic, let me ask you, what does it mean by diaspora? How it is related to migration? Okay, ang migration, as we understand, is the movement of people from one place to another, no? Either within a country or across borders. So nag-migrate ang tao tungod sa ilang rason like economic opportunities or escape sila sa conflict or gira or nangita baka sila better living conditions, no? So ang migration can be temporary or permanent and it can involve individuals or entire communities. So unsay kalainan aning migration sa diaspora? Ang diaspora is a group of people who live outside their homeland or country. Pero lang, ilang gi-maintain ang ilang connection to their cultural, ethnic, or national identity. So nganong nagpuyo sila outside their homeland? So this group of people usually move away due to various reasons such as economic opportunities, no? Parehas gyapon sa migration or nakit-an nila nga kung magpuyo sila ana nga country, they have a chance to improve their financial well-being or standard of living. So another reason is conflict, no? Gira, no? Basi nagkagubot sa ilang homeland or nabakhay kuan, no? Nagcolonize sa ila dadto or due to climate change, no? Ang ilang lugar siguro dili maayo na pagapuy-an kay nalapawan sa tubig or extreme kaayo ilang weather or any environmental problem nga nakadaot sa ilang puloy-anan, no? Not only puloy-anan, mga tanom, mga panginabuhian. So, mao na nga mapugos sila biya sa ilang homeland in search of safer or more sustainable living conditions. Sa diaspora, bisan nagpuyo sila outside sa ilang homeland, they still maintain connected to their cultural, ethnic, or national identity. So kung nag-migrate ka and if you fully adapt the culture of that new country nga imong gipuy-an and no longer feel the connection to your original culture, so dili nato matawag og diaspora. Pwede, migration lang. Aduna ba'y mga gitinguha ang atong panggobyerno sa mga migrants? Okay, so not only our government, no, but also international organization, no, kato atong gidiscuss previously ang global governance. Okay, ilang himo kay they create a rules and program to help manage the movement of people from one place to another. These rules aim to fix the reason why people move. No, it also address the challenges. It protects the right of the migrant and support long-term growth. So ang panggobyerno is trying to make migration safer, fairer, and beneficial to everyone involved. So here we will talk about the types and aspect of migration. These are the types: internal migration, international migration, forced migration, voluntary migration, and economic migration. Okay, sa aspect, there are urbanization, brain drain, remittances, social and cultural impact, and environmental migration. Number 1, internal migration. Ang internal migration, this is when people move within the same country. No? For example, taga Balingasag ka and then nakay bag-o nga trabaho sa Cagayan de Oro City. So, practically you will relocate your family from Balingasag, ibalhin mo dito sa Cagayan de Oro City para dili malayo, no, sa imong gitrabahoan. Number 2, international migration. Okay, this is when people move from one country to another, no? So, naay tulo ka klase ang international migration. It can be immigration. Ang immigration is moving into a new country. Ang emigration mo na ang pagbiya sa imong kaugalingon nga nasod. Then number 3 is refugees, no? Nga ikaw na pugos ka pag hawa or pag-move because na ay danger or problem in your own country. Number 3, forced migration. Okay, this happen when people have to leave their home because of war, no? Na mga violence or natural disaster ba hinoon. So, example ani kay kanang mga refugees bitaw nga na-displace sila because of the earthquake or floods or violence, okay? Number 4, voluntary migration. Ang voluntary migration, this happen when people choose to move, no? Sa ilang reason nga na ay better job or opportunity or education sa laing nasod, no? Or mo biya ka because you want to be united with your family living there, no? Okay, for example, nag-move ka to another country because for your job or to study. So, ang economic migration, which is the number 5, this happened when people move because they want better job, opportunities, higher wages, or better standard of living, no? So, sa aspect, there is urbanization. This is when people move from rural, no, country areas to cities para mangita og trabaho or maayo nga living condition. Next aspect is brain drain, okay? This happen when highly educated or skilled people leave their home country to find better opportunity elsewhere. Like for example, kung engineer ka, no, from underdeveloped countries. So para ma-practice gyud na imo ang imong skill, no? Pagka-engineer, you will find job in another country, no, sa well-developed countries para ma-practice gyud nimo ang imong skilled as an engineer. Next aspect is remittances. This is when people send money back to their family or community in their home country, no? Okay, sending money to help pay for family expenses or education. Next aspect is social and cultural impact. So, ang tao nga nag-travel or nag-migrate, maapektuhan ang iyang kultura o social life, no? Pag abot niya dito sa isa ka lugar, diin nibalhin siya, ang mga tao sad nga nagpuyo dito, no? Maapektahan gyapon ang ilang kultura kay they will learn from your culture also. Next is the environmental migration. This is when people move because of the environmental changes, no, like climate change or natural disaster. So, isa sa mga rason nga nung nag-move ka because naay flood or drought, no, sa imong homeland. Basin dili na mo grow ang mga crops, no, dito sa imong lugar. So that is why you move on. So here I have my question. Ang mga OFWs ba, matawag ba natog migrant or diaspora? Ang mga OFWs are migrant, no? Because they move to other countries for work. But they are also part of the Filipino diaspora. Why? Because they maintain connection to their cultural identity ug nakakontribute pagyud sila sa mga Filipino communities abroad. So sa unsa nga paagi nakakontribute ang OFW sa mga Filipino communities abroad? Okay, pinaagi sa pagtabang, pagsuporta, preserve, and promote Filipino culture. So OFW nag-offer sila gani og assistance, no, sa ilang family and also to their kapwa Filipinos by helping improving life for their fellow Filipinos in their host countries. So therefore, matawag na to ang OFW as part of the Filipino diaspora. So let's discuss about supporting overseas Filipino workers and their families. Yes, indeed. No, supporting overseas Filipino workers and their families is very important because ang migration can be tough, no? Especially kung may mga changes sa mga global economy and mga migration rules, okay? So, inani nga pamaagi nga ang overseas Filipino worker can be supported. Number 1 is financial assistance and number 2 is emotional support. Okay, sa financial assistance, ang organization or the government can create program that will help OFWs and their children with money. So for example, pwede sila mag-offer og scholarship para sa mga anak sa mga OFWs or affordable healthcare or emergency fund in times of need. Number 2, emotional support. So being away from your family can be hard, So it is very important to offer emotional support. So siguro ang mga communities nga diin ang OFW nagtrabaho can organize event groups or counseling baka para matabangan ang OFWs, ma-alivio ang ilang mga feelings that come with being separated, kamingaw sa ilang yutang natawhan or kamingaw sa ilang paryente or loved ones. So this kind of support help make life easier for OFWs and their families. So let's talk about addressing root causes of migration through economic development initiative and diaspora engagement. So the question here is, why people migrate? Sa Pilipinas, daghan kanato nga mobiya sa atong nasod for better job opportunity because there are not enough in our own country. Para ma-address I think we need to focus on improving the economy in our home countries and we have to be involved, Mas maayo kung i-involve nato tong mga tao kapwa Filipino nga tuwa sa abroad. While ang government and organization can create programs that teach new skills, para matabangan ang mga tao nga mag-start sila business, improve job opportunities, pinaagi ani ang Filipino can find good work and support their family without needing to move abroad na. Dili na kinahanglan pa mugawas sa atong nasod. Ang pinakatsada gyud is atong i-involve ang mga Filipino diaspora. So moning mga Filipinos living in another countries, So pwede sila mag-support sa ilang home country sa Pilipinas through remittances, Kung magpadala sila kwarta dito sa ilang loved ones, sa ilang mga relatives, O pwede sad sila mo share sa ilang mga experiences para ma-improve ang opportunity sa uban, especially diri sa Pilipinas. Okay, so diha sa inyong module na ay example, life situation ni Jilly. Okay, si Jilly is a Filipino living in the United States, but she want to help her home country, the Philippines. So, nag-decide siya nga mag-invest in a small business para na ay trabaho nga ma-applyan ang mga Filipino. So, kini nga action ni Jelly will help the Philippine economy and give people a reason to stay and work in their own country. Pwede pod pinaagi sa pagpadala ni Jelly og kwarta sa iyang family sa Pilipinas through remittances, makatabang ni sa iyang pamilya, sa ilang daily needs ug makasuporta sa ekonomiya sa atong nasod. Okay, so by improving the economy and encouraging Filipino like sa gihimo ni Jilly, makatabang ni siya sa Pilipinas nga maka-create og more job opportunities. And this give people a reason to stay in our own country. Matabangan ang mga pamilya to stay together and make the whole country stronger. Now, let's discuss promoting diaspora engagement in nation building and transnational advocacy. Ngano gani nga i-promote nato ang diaspora engagement in nation building and transnational advocacy? So diaspora engagement is very important for helping country grow and supporting the rights of the migrants. Unsaon man, so natay gitawag og number 1, nation building, number 2 is transnational advocacy. Okay, ang nation building, this is when Filipino living abroad, katong naa sa abroad nga mga Filipino, mutabang sila nga ma-improve ang Pilipinas, by their donation to charities, investing local businesses, or mag-share baka sila sa ilang kahibalo, sa ilang skills and knowledge para masuportahan nila ang mga development project nato. Number 2 is transnational advocacy. So ang diaspora communities kinahanglan nga magtinabanga sila, no? They have to work together para masuportahan ang migrant rights. Sama pananglitan aning raising awareness, no? Advocating for fair treatment para maayo ang pagtagad sa atong mga Filipino migrants, no? Walay discrimination mahitabo. And pushing for changes in policies that protect migrant workers, okay? So kung naman gani kinahanglan bag-uhon sa mga policies, so ang mga diaspora community sila gyud ang mag-push ana, no? Para maprotektahan ang mga workers abroad. They can help both our country and our migrants around the world, no, to be protected and to help our country more developed. So unsa kay ma-learn nato aning atong topic karon, no, about migration and diaspora engagement? We can learn that migration is not just about people moving from one place to another. Na siya'y real world effect, no, sa tagsa-tagsa kanato ug sa societies. Pinaagi sa pagpakabana kung unsay mga root causes aning migration. So of course, suportahan sad nato ang mga diaspora communities kay sila ang tulay sa paghimog mga opportunities both locally and globally, no, making everyone's situation better. Okay, that's all for today's discussion. I hope you understand the lesson well. See you in the class. Bye.